Hello and welcome, Yig here. Today we are back with Temtem Swarm. It just came out in early access, so we are going to play it here. I spent the day getting some meta progress going, so I'll show you what the meta progress that is in so far that I've found. I don't know how to get there yet, but hopefully that might not be it. So, real quick, if you do like the gameplay you see here, I will have a link to this Steam page in the description if you want to help the channel grow. Subscribe, like, comment, YouTube things. Okay, meta progress. So, meta progress is in two forms. One, Temtems themselves. You start with these two. I was lucky enough, I played during the demo, and I actually had unlocked these two already, and I've unlocked these two since I started playing. I'm not entirely sure. This one I got from I thought a circle event, but this one I think I got for an achievement. So, each time you get them, you'll get an egg, and then you'll need to hatch that egg. So, the other part of the meta progress is if you see this little bar going around them, you'll notice that they're all full to varying degrees. They each have their own skill tree. And you have Pan Suns down here, which is your thing. And as you're unlocking them, you'll actually get points dedicated to them. I'm just going to keep swinging around. Yeah. Okay. So each of them has a tree that is theirs. So each of these trees is going to have different abilities and different things in different orders to get you, to a position of each character playing differently. We're going to be taking him out today because he's my most frequent character right now that I've pretty much got as upgraded as... he's my highest upgrade, so we're going to start there. So that is the current meta progress. First you unlock them by finding the egg in a run, then you hatch the egg in the next run, and then you essentially have a skill tree so that you can skill up. So we have co-op. It seems to work very well. I've only tried it for about 5 seconds, so not 5 seconds, about 5 minutes. I did like a little piece of a match. And all right, so we're gonna go in solo though. We are, as I said, gonna take Inky here. Here's an interesting thing about it. Here you have evolutions here. So here's what my overall feeling on this is. The ones with 3 evolutions start off the weakest, but they get the strongest in that final form. The ones with 2 evolutions start off a little bit stronger, sometimes can feel like a lot stronger, but their final form isn't quite as powerful as number 3 here. So they're kind of in the middle right there. And then you have the ones like this, who are just no evolution, but they seem to have very strong starting potential. So, if you happen to get lucky and get one early of a 2 or a 3, both of these tend to start a little bit stronger in the beginning, so if you're just farming for your meta progress currency, these two, it does not always count though, I do have to point that out. Because I was like, oh, okay, so since he has nothing, he's got all the extra stats, but then the pig over here doesn't really have much in the way of extra stats. Oh my god. I don't understand. I haven't played him yet. I'm going to try him one of these days. This is not that day. So, we're going to take him, and we are going to go into... I have unlocked all the maps. I have not beat this one yet. This is the last one. We're going to go into... Let's go into the Aubrey. Now, when you are farming, I have found that this one at ×3 is very, very drastically harder. So not going to beat that one than the 2x. 2x you could probably get through fairly easily once you're about, like, in his case, probably about, if you're about 20% in, you're good. All right. Now, this guy I like lightning characters and a lot of things, so I have him upgraded. So I have, normally you're going to have 4 of these up here, 4 powers you can hold, and those are your attacks, and you're going to have 4 others, and there's 2 upgrades in his tree, and I think they all get those same upgrades in their trees, what opens up the other 2. So I do really like this. This was really good, so we're going to do that. That shield is super good for survivability. In this game, you will get hit. Like, I have not found a Temtem so far that is going to escape getting hit. All right. See, this is interesting, but it's kind of not my favorite. So what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna end up with this anyway, so I'll just take that spikes anyway, because I usually end up with all of these same attacks, because I think I only have that many attacks open on him. So we can grab that. So most of the attacks that I'm gonna take, I mean, I already know which ones they are because they're going to be. There's our Tesla prison. Yeah, because they're kind of the same ones. So right now, like I said, I am doing farming with this character more than, like, you know, exploring the game or anything. Like I said, I cleared all the maps except for the final one. They're all pretty good. I'd say you're not going to win your first... oh, we got to destroy the little thing here. I'd say you're not going to win your first... Oh, no. Wow, it does this sometimes where it just doesn't aim at the thing in front of you. So you end up taking a ton of damage because there's all these little dudes. Oh, all it was money too. Money. All right, so we need that because we're going to be synergizing with that. And in this game, I would actually kind of recommend, if you can, semi-focus one of these up. Like, and I mean, what I mean is, if you get a good upgrade, get a good upgrade. There we go. We'll grab that. But basically, like, one of your basic attacks, just kind of take that at every opportunity at first, especially if you have the synergy with it, because if you have the synergy with it, the synergy versions get pretty strong. It's not like quite Deep Rock Galactic levels of game-changingly strong, but yeah, when you go into these synergies, these tend to be really strong. So it's a good idea to pay attention to them and try and get one, especially if it's a direct damage like this lightning one or this one down here or this one, where it's just going to do a ton of damage in the background for you, and you can just sit there and be like, yeah, no, this works. All right. Let's get our shield up a little bit more. All right, let's go to our first map event. One of the things I like about this is the map events. I like the map events. They had those in the demo, and it appears. I think I've seen. I want to say I've seen one that I didn't recognize, but I'm not sure. It had been a while since I played the demo, so. So each map event gives you a little objective, which we're going to get hit a lot during. 2 more seconds. Oh. Phew. Those little things, they can get you. You know what? We might take this just because that thing looks cool as hell. Although the Thunder Strike, that's pretty good too. Ooh. Oh, we'll take it. So now we got to make sure we grab our XP. Because the upgrade on this one, the XP one, is a little weird to me, and I'll tell you why. Because usually in this types of game, you will find yourself traveling a lot across the map. All right, we need to travel across the map to get us some. Oh yeah, my damage is just a little low for this crowd here. All right, we want to wander the map just a little, which is kind of a bummer, because if you have that upgrade that causes them, it gives you more experience, but they disappear, there's no... Eek. I am just getting stuffed by these little guys. Jeez. All right. Oh, that's new. I haven't seen that. Oh, no, that's a buff. That's one of those. That's a gear. Oh, interesting. I wonder how it affects this. It doesn't say. We'll go with that. That should help us start clearing out these small guys. You really do need some AoE in this and some crowd clear, because, man, the little dudes will just swarm you so hard. Which, you know, it is called Temtem Swarm. But yeah, there's little events like these with these guys. Sometimes I've been able to get them. Usually when I see them, I'm not in a position where it's like, oh yeah, I can take care of this right now. Nah, usually I'm in a position where I'm like, oh, I'm running for my life. All right. Oh, more mushrooms. Ow. We still have not gotten any life. All right, we gotta kill these guys before that time is up. Let's do that. Let's get our thunderclap in there. We did get it. There we go. That's no problem. Those guys sometimes drop like 3 chests, but sometimes they also drop just money. Right now, we don't need money as much as we need life. Ooh. Yeah, play smooth. There, I have had a point where I had enough things on screen that it did lag a tiny bit. So while I would love to see an eternal mode on here, I'm not entirely sure that the poor engine can handle it at the moment. I mean, it's the first day of early access, so there's still tons of optimization and stuff like that to happen. I just thought it was kind of funny because it was like, oh yeah, okay, oh yeah, there's just a tiny little slowdown here. It's not too bad. It really wasn't bad. It lasted like literally a second or two. And then it kind of went, oh, okay. So everything seems really nice on it. It seems a very good start for early access. And the Temtems themselves, play very different. Like, you know, that's always one of those things that's really good in these games, is if you're going to have a lot of replayability from something like that, having them play different is one of those huge replayability things. I mean, that was one of the interesting things. Like, if you look at like some of the old Castlevania games, you'll see like some of the other characters you could play would play very, very, very differently, and it would make it almost a completely different experience. In the case of some like Symphony of the Night, that one, it's like the weapon you use can make that entire game completely different, just based off what weapon you're using. And it's like, okay, all right, we're gonna zap this guy down. I always wanted to play the Pokemon, not the trainer, so this is right up my alley here. This is one of the ones that I did the demo on, and I was like, oh, but it's coming out soon. And then I was like, oh, but you know what? I just want to keep playing the game, so. So we're just going to do that. I do have the other two. The other two are almost ready. This is just one of those that I've been really excited for, because it is in my opinion, it is a very, it is a very well done. The demo was great, like, even with the amount of content that was in there and everything. The demo was, like, I had a lot of fun in the demo. And my progress did carry over. So, like, those 2 unlocks, Temtem unlocks, and the, and my currency carried over, too. So, I, like, as soon as I started, I had a little bit of this already ready, which made this a lot easier to get this video ready. Hey, there's our Quartz Shield synergy. Yay, we got one. Oh, if you can just destroy that, please. Ooh, dollars and centavos. All right. There's one of the other maps is kind of funny, and it has some water sections, or what I interpret to be water. And the reason I say it's kind of funny is because see, with that 10-second thing, we got to kind of hang out in one area, which is a little weird. All right, we're going to go up and keep upping our attacks here. We do have the one synergy already up, and it would be great to start getting a damage synergy, although we're hopefully going to get that in our crystal. The crystal with damage synergy is so good. So good. I feel like those guys are going to be great once I get up there to the point, but usually I have to chase them halfway across the map before I can kill them. And if they just reward you with cash and I abandon a mission like this, it kind of feels bad, because I could have got a chest. So I stopped chasing them if I'm already doing something. So, the difficulty seems pretty good. I think it took me... it's tempting. We're going to keep doing this, though. Okay. So, the difficulty feels pretty good. It feels like... it wasn't super struggling. Again, I already had some progression in it, so... I had 30,000 coins, and I spent 10,000. So I had about 1 full run's worth of currency, probably, I would say 4 fail runs worth of currency. So you'll get in there pretty quick. And other than like movement speed, a lot of it, yes, I gotta remember to pick up that XP. We're gonna be behind the curve on XP because of that one item. It's an interesting item. It's an interesting trade-off, but and when that crystal thing hits its peak and becomes the big giant crystal, it's cool as hell. Oh, we got a summoning circle. Nice. Now, if you look right below my life, that, for characters who have it unlocked in their tree, is a dash, and that's your recharge on it. It took me an embarrassingly long time to notice that, so I figured I'd let you know. Do we want the yeah, we want the prison. Alright, set everybody on fire. Alright. Yeah, this guy seems to be pretty good. If you do get him, he's actually really strong and can get you some really good early farming runs. I think I had about... When I won my first run with him, I had the first and like second points in his tree. I'll show you when we get done, and I'll show you what I had done. But I had about 20% of his tree on my first win, which really wasn't as expensive as you imagine it would be, because a lot of that stuff was only costing me like 300 or 400. All right, what did we do here? Destroy as many Temtems. Okay, we're making money. We're making money off Temtem destruction, which unfortunately means we're not making experience off Temtem destruction, which is okay. But again, we have that. We have with that since they decay, we got to kind of. In this, most of these games, in this game, it really helps you to wander around. So with this item, we have to stand here and kind of stay near what we're going to kill so we can grab our XP. So it is worth more, but it is kind of a pain. And the duration gets less and less each time, which is understandable, but still very eek. Alright. But we are almost there, so... Alright, we're probably going to upgrade that thing soon, but first I want to get this upgrade for this. So, hopefully... Because if we can get our upgrade for the... oh, there's one of our bosses. If we can get our upgrade for the crystal, that's a much larger area and hits more. So that'll be a really, and it has a really cool graphic, which is why we're actually using it. Normally I don't use that one because, again, like, not being able to pick up my XP is... Alright, come this way, sir. Come this way. You and me, come down here. Trying to get you in a place where there isn't everyone else. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's good stuff. Oh, that's some good upgrades, but we're gonna have to get our button gear on the XP now because it upgraded our XP thing. Okay, now we get our synergy for that one. We want to start getting our synergies as soon as possible. Now, I think some synergies seem to require you to have both things all the way maxed up, it felt like, but then some other ones didn't, which was a little strange, but I think that might, I don't know if that's just the old system or a new system. Seemed like I didn't get some of the upgrades for the synergy until, like, I had both up there. Alright, this also has a very interesting, since I was kind of on the subject of it yesterday, this has an interesting mouse aiming system. Okay, so there's our synergy right here. Okay, so now they're huge and they explode outwards twice. So they do 2 layers of damage for us, which is really nice. And that means we can clear a lot of stuff and be able to gather up some of that sweet, sweet XP that is otherwise kind of difficult for us right now, because if we don't pick it up in 5 seconds, it goes away. I'm like, my brain's like, does that thing upgrade to like 3 seconds? Because I feel like I need to grab the magnet if I upgrade that thing any farther, even if it means not getting a synergy up here. The magnet might not be a bad way to go. Oh yeah, here you go. So it doesn't look like it, but you can walk across the water. The first couple of rounds I took the bridge and walked around the people paths. And then I realized, oh, I can just walk through the water over here. Ow, sir, that is rude. I'll take that cash, though. All right, we got 6 seconds. All right, so let's get this up there because they all seem to be going. No, they all seem to be giving me the upgrades without being full. Okay, so that maybe that was just tripping on that one. More that was the way it used to work. Can't quite remember. Been a while since I played that demo. We could probably use that health regen. Like Barnaby's like, that health regen. But if we can get our lightning damage up there, I think we will be doing good. We have a lot of synergy stuff that we have on the table to get if we get lucky. The interesting thing about the synergy system in this one is as you unlock stuff, it kind of starts giving you, like, as you max out a card, it'll kind of tell you what they are. And if you get them both at the same time, it does it. I like the way they expose the synergies because it makes sense and it makes it so you're not constantly struggling to figure out what it is. It's like, oh, okay, which one is this? It's like, oh, what do I got to do here? Okay. I just have to remember to use my dash more. Like, I'm so used to a lot of the roguelites where there's no dash, so it's all about positioning and everything, so I've gotten really used to playing a bunch of those lately, so I keep forgetting to dash now. And it's like, okay, that could have got me, that could have saved me a couple times. For shame on me. Yeah, this game is really good, and it's got a lot of potential. If you like Temtem or Pokemon or any of those types of games, and you always wanted to be like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, like if you wanted to be the Pokemon, like that, like this is the kind of game you'll get a kick out of, because you are the Temtem. And you can upgrade each one individually, which means that if you don't like one of them, you can just leave them weak if you want. I'm sure there's achievements for not doing that, though, so do not take that as advice. All right, 6 seconds. I'm still not convinced on that 6 seconds. I'm going to take this lightning up. Give me some synergies. Some synergy. All right. Oh, let's go murder this guy right here. Okay, there we go. Pick up that XP. We want to go over. Since we have a little bit harder time with the XP, some of those the map events tend to be a little bit more important for us because we get a lot of power-ups through that. Especially because the chests can have I've seen 4 or 5 different things in one chest, like upgrades, so the chest can do really good, so it's always nice when you get those. We're just getting the money one, but the money one's not bad either. Like, look at how much cash we're making over here, and it's going to be doubled, so we get that double multiplier on there, so that'll be nice. Yeah, I should probably get those last 2 over there one of these days. Hey, it's our boss. That's a cool looking boss too. It takes naps in the middle of the fight. Ow! Oh! You dirty boss. That hurt. Oh, where's that pineapple at? Oh, no. I need to go get that pineapple. Or this thing eats me. It'll catch up eventually. It's dragon fruit too, so, you know. I'm off my game. No, I meant to pick up the dragon fruit. Ow! Oh, you have touched me in an unwanted way, sir. Oh. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. See, once you get going, you can get some pretty good runs. This is out of all the maps, I would say this is the third. It's the next 2. It's the third hardest, but it's balanced in such a way that once you've got a little bit, like, you know, about a third of the progress in one of these guys, I can beat this one with him, and I have been able to beat that one with... Let's see. Okay, let's see. I was able to beat it with him, and I was able to beat it with him, and I was able to beat it with him. And that was Ori over here was the kind of the shocker of that, because if you look, we got 20% of his skills if you look in the lower right over there. And he was able to get through there too. He's able to get through there pretty okay. He was able to get through there pretty strong with about 24%. And I was able to get in there with about 20% with him. He's a delicate flower that gets exploded. I haven't tried the pig yet, though. So I'm gonna keep playing. Well, actually, I'm gonna go render this video, upload it, and then I'm going to keep playing after that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you come back for the next one. Most of all, I hope you have a great day. And again, there's a link to the Steam page in the description if you want to pick this up. Have a great day.